Let me say good day to you. It's another Thursday, and I want to welcome you again to relationship talk with Oba. I'm not trying to be selfish because for about two Thursday now we have been talking about um, become the right person first because there's a nudge in my spirit again. For about 1 or 2 decades now, I've been talking to singles, I've been talking to the married people about getting set, what and what you need to do. To that effect, I have 1 or 2 books to that effect. Heal before you say I do, um, and then before you say I do, some of the things you need to do to put in place. Brain without beauty. Yeah, brain without beauty. Those are the books I've written to that effect that will tell you some of the things you knew as a single person, whether a boy or a girl. And so this series, part three, that I'm sharing today is still to that effect because I just laugh at some of the actions I see with our ladies, our guys today, because everybody focuses, they are either over spiritual or they are praying in church, you see them speaking tongues. And I'm asking myself, even me, even as a married man, I can't marry you because your character is far off. It's not judging because this is something we I see korokoro. Sometimes I see people, I see the red flags from afar off, and I'm wondering, are they blind to each other? Because there are certain things you need to put in place. So becoming the right person first is so much paramount to any person that wants to settle down. So there's this general quote when it comes to marriage, and like a form of a question: can you marry yourself? So if you say you're marrying yourself and your kind of person comes, can you marry him? Can you marry her? And if this answer, most of the time, the answer is no. So if the answer is no, then why are you like this? Why do you refuse to change? Why? So marriages crash today. People keep saying marriage is a scam. It's not a scam. People who are getting into the marriage are the ones that scamming themselves because they know there are things they need to get, they've not gotten it, there are things they need to do. They refuse to do it. And this idea of my I will change him, she will change or he will change. It's a lie from the pit of hell. If you have dated or courted for 6 to 1 year, some even do more than that, and then you see some do 4 years, and you still see this red flag, and you are still putting your head. Someone to know he will change, she will change. How? At the end of the day, you now throw it back at God, say, God. This is not God. It's your God. You being gullible, you being foolish, you being stupid. And we have stupid ones around. Unfortunately, they're not even stupid to that extent because some of them know they're doing it. Because one, money. They're going to marry because of, okay, you help me, you will help my family. Or she will help me, or she help my family. So, as you lay your bed, they say in the word, it's not scriptural. Even though the undertone is still scriptural. Whatever man sow, that shall they reap. As you lay your bed, you rely on it. So, this series is all about that. I'm just when it comes to things like this, because singles are going to marry, it's about gisting. We need to be serious, be serious. But now it's not gisting. Because I've been talking to young singles married for over 20 years, and there's some things that is not shocking to me again. It's not shocking to me again. I've seen marriages of 1 year crash. I've seen marriage of 10 year crash. No, those 10 year marriage, 15 year marriage, other things have been going on that too. Because somebody said, and I agree, if your marriage can cross 10 years, it will last long. But more often than not, when a 10 year or 20-year-old marriage crash, some things have been going on that they refuse to deal with. And sometimes it's not about cheating. I know a marriage that over 10 years of one of my mentors, just because the head of the home, God brought him up, grace began to speak for him. That was the beginning of the problem. That according to the man, which I know it's the truth, the man did collect slap. Oh my God. When he was hearing it, I was saying, this man collect slaps. He collected slap. He shared it on national TV. I don't want to mention his name. So there are things that are important that you need to put in place in the right perspective. So before you look for somebody to marry, become the right person first. That is what this series is all about. And then the first time, while I was doing the introduction, I spoke about many things. People pray. In Africa, where they pray a lot, any enemy that does not want me to marry, what are you waiting for? Die, forgetting the fact you are the enemy of yourself. Your character is bad. You talk anyhow. You dey vex. If you dey vex, the devil will say, hey, Chimo. Because everybody will give way. I know a particular lady, when she begins to vex like this, she destroys things. I know a particular guy, when he begins to vex like this, and the stammerer, hey. And we have them in our churches. We have them in our churches. So become the right person first is so much important. Because if you're not willing to change, then you shouldn't be willing to you shouldn't be asking God for anything. And unfortunately, there's so many areas in our life that needs to be dealt with. I told you before, and I keep saying that daddy's boy, mommy's data, all those things like that. The family trauma, family issues undertold. And if you don't deal with them, you don't jump into any relationship. Okay. Personal story. My wife, when I got married to my wife, I've been a pastor. I've been a pastor since 1993. And when I saw her, they don't like pastors in their house. What is pastor? Because the only pastor they like, I don't want to mention the name of the person also. So it became an issue. And me, as a street pastor, I no sent. It became an issue. There was a time I was trying to prove myself as an original pastor. I felt stupid. I said, why? I don't need anybody to validate me. I have been called before I met you. So if you don't want, no problem. As in, I say, it's not possible. So those are those issues. Deal with those. I was able to stand my ground because it became an issue. Became an issue in my relationship because I got married. Even when I got married, it became an issue. Became an issue. Are you listening to me? So there's some people that it is even the church. You got married to somebody, I don't want to mention the name of any church, into a particular church, and they love the lady has for the pastor, as in not just respect. And then you are a pastor, or you have another church that you're going to, and because you change, she's married to your church now, it became an issue. Church is now the one that divided the church, and God will help you, or God will not help, or devil will help you if you now go for counseling in the other church, and if the pastor is now encouraging you to come to their church, error. And these are the things that we see around. So those are the things that you need to deal with. So the relationship you need to deal with. So the first thing I said here, heal before you enter into any relationship. Be careful why you enter into a relationship with. Church can divide your marriage. You hear my daddy say, our father the Lord, and you're the man of the house. There's a daughter of mine today. I don't want to mention. Daughter of mine today. She disconnected with me because of her husband. And I know what God told me. And because I know where it was going to, I just stepped back. And the person that introduced one of my daughters also, my main daughter, like I mentioned her name, Baby, that introduced me to them, was shocked. And they were giving me an excuse that this one. Just, So a lot of undertone that you need to set to resolve before you need to. So becoming the first, to become the right person first, you need to understand, you need to heal. You need to settle some things in your relationship with any other church relationship, house relationship, childhood trauma, all those things like that. Settle it for, resolve it first, or else to bring issues to your marriage. And we see it today. That's what's happening to many people's marriage. And the Bible says in Psalm 147 verse 3, it said, he heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. One of my mentor, and when I say my mentor, one of the people that I feed on almost every day, Joyce Meyer, she will always talk about how she was sexually abused by her father and then by her husband, abusive husband, the first husband, until he met Dave. We are joining her to say Dave because that's what he called, that's the name of the husband. She will always talk about it, simplify for somebody like us. And then she healed. But many today, even in their marriage, they are not healed from their past relationship. And that's why there's a fight. There's always consistent fight in that marriage. Even though they're speaking in tongues, even though they're children of God, tongue speaking, holy, but those things they refuse to deal with it. Secondly, as I don't know, that's last week, point two, they build character, not chemistry. Many today, they see bomb, they see breast, they see all those things like that, and they forgot that that's attention. The intention, the character, the self-control, the patience is important. It is those are those core things that will sustain the relation, that will sustain the marriage, and they're not dealing with it. They're not dealing with it. So point three, because of my time, fix your attitude. Becoming the right person first means you need to fix your attitude. In Philippians chapter 2, verse 5, let this mind be in you. The mind there, attitude. Let it be in you. What does it mean? Some singles say, I want somebody who treats me like a king and a queen. But kings and queens also have responsibility, not entitlement. We see some people today, especially our ladies. Sorry. Ladies, talking stage, oh, you're already making demand. Your forefathers in the grave. Eh? And that's why guys, they chop you. Guys, they chop girls easily today. They give money, shawarma. Okay, now shawarma. They will chop them, have sex with them, throw them away. And in that, all men has come. No, we are the one that has come because the sense of entitlement of our girls these days is, I'm not saying all low, but some of them. And that's why you see single fine lady today, see single. Because only God knows how many people don't mark attendance for our body. You know? So I want somebody who to treat me well. Can you treat somebody well? You know? Stop carrying toxic confidence. Confidence is attractive. Pride is irritating. You see some people, they are it's not wrong to be confident in yourself. Self-confidence, self-worth. But there's a thin line between confidence and pride. Yeah? There's a thin line between confidence and pride. Because pride is irritating. Have you ever seen where in the Bible that God resists the resist the confident? No. God says he resists the proud. There's no judgment on the proud person. Have you ever seen some people that are proud? Not because of the way they walk. Oh. Some people don't have money. If you see, yay, it is well. So fix your attitude. Fix your attitude. You can't be shouting at waiters and still praying for a gentle spouse. No, heaven is not confused. Heaven, God is not confused. I've seen people say, Pastor, I don't understand though. Just met him for the first time. And then he didn't call me again. The guy is smart because there are some things he saw. Or the lady, Pastor, this guy didn't come. He just blocked me. I think certain thing she saw, I block you. Because attitude. Somebody say attitude for attitude. You have the right attitude, you have the right mind, you'll go far in life. I've seen ladies talk to guys. Single ladies talk to guys. You are the boss, you don't talk. And you have not settled down. That's why, unfortunately, the narrative is they're trying to change the narrative. God is still God. Man and woman. So if you are looking for a woman, man to sleep with, or get your own children, all this and that, you are still breaking the law. It's an error from the pit of hell. Error. That's my time for today. My name is Debola. Praise Aina, a teacher and a prophet by call. The set man behind the image maker's world. I am passionate about young people. There's a lot of mistakes I've made in my life, and I don't pray you make such mistake. And that's why this teaching is put in place for you. God bless you once again. There are programs that we have. We are still trying to work out. Facebook is doing their own. I don't know whether we're streaming today or you see this post. So if you are streaming today, you see some of our flyers on the screen. If you're not streaming, please follow us on our social media platform. I've lost some members. Facebook disabled over 8 of my accounts. The team that I'm working with, even my own private account, 2 of them was disabled. What thing I do? I don't know, but God will judge. So you understand? So we need you to follow us on the various platform. So if there's a number, there should be a number on the screen that you can call or WhatsApp us with. if you need prayer, if you need counseling. Listen, the matter of counseling is safety. You need to, if you know there are things that you need to talk to us about, call the number, tap me up. It will not cost, there's an extent to which I will do counseling with you to be free. And there's an extent you have to pay for my time. We have books that we have written that will help you also, that you can listen to. There's audio book, there's electronic books that we have written that will be a blessing to you. Ask for them. They are on Amazon, they are on seller.com. It will be a blessing to you. God bless you once again. Facebook ID, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok at Oba Debola Praise or the Image Drinkers for. God bless you. See you again next week.
You have done it again. I have come to give you praise. I have come to give you thanks. Lord, I have come to give you honor. Great and mighty God, you have done it again.
Aswanga mwana papa awe kumama papa kisi asoni mama papa awe kumama papa.
He was playing.
Yeah, kumama, yeah.